good side. You're meant to say.
I feel comfortable on that side.
Oh, do you? Oh no, sorry, you're not moving, not risking it. I'm only joking. Lydia Des Dolles, MA Connect TV, standing at the end of a very successful Celtic Clash number 7 in SBG Tallaght with Celtic Clash promoter.
Celtic Clash media event.
Media event. What did I say?
Celtic Clash 7. Media event. Celtic Clash 7 hasn't happened yet.
I was going to follow it up. Fire me, sack me on the spot. Will we start again? No, you're okay? Alright, okay. With Celtic Clash promoter, Mr. Stephen Sharpe.
How are you?
Good. Mad day.
Good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
good
was,
turnout.
Yeah.
It's good
That's
to
what I was
see.
saying to the lads. I was like, you know, anytime that I get the call, cover Celtic Clash, I know that you're going to have a media day, you're going to be hustling, you're going to get the lads premium coverage.
Yeah, I think this is better. Like, we don't do the long table type of press conferences. We just don't think it's kind of, well, we don't really see a value in it really, like in terms of doing it this way, getting the lads in, a bit of pad work, interviews, photographs. It just, we think it gets a little bit more kind of coverage than just one kind of, you know, table of interviews.
It's not more, because, you know, you see what happened today, like someone was doing pads, someone else getting the interviews, then like, you know, everyone's getting sound bites, so there's a lot of, like, for the hour or two that we're out here, there's a bit of a buzz going on, you know. Yeah,
and it's the most important thing is the media turning up, and we had a good turnout here today.
All the heavy hitters.
That makes a difference, you know. Like, it's no, the lads will turn up, you know. Our fighters always, you know, our boxing and promotion fighters always turn up to the events when we ask them, but we need the media here to, you know, to make it a success, and this was a success today.
No, it was really good, and obviously we had face off between Carl McDonald and Dylan. It was good. I'm excited now. It's always when you know you're like, all right, main event, this is a title fight, but then when you actually come, you see them face off, you're like, oh, like, you know, makes it worthwhile.
I can't wait for that fight. It's gonna be amazing. It's a real, and you know, there's still that friendly. I think it's starting to sour a little bit. You know, there's a little bit of tension there now between them, but it's gonna be some fight. You know what I mean? It's a difficult one to call. You know, Battle of Jobestown. You know, I was hashtagging it, Tallaght divided. You know, it's a
there
fight.
There can only be one.
It's a fight that means a lot to a lot of people. Yeah. You know,
but especially with Carl. I mean, he's standing behind us here, like, and the 360 of like, was it Patrick that held it before, and Paulie held the title before, and then, like, you know, I'm thinking if he does win it, you know, then you have that 360, and obviously for Dylan as well, you know, like, it tops off his career. Do you know what I mean? So there's something in it for both the fighters. Yeah,
and for Eddie as well. I know you interviewed Eddie. Like, for Eddie to, Eddie's Paddy passed away a couple of years ago, and Eddie took Carl on, and so it'd be a massive achievement for them all, you know.
Well, their story alone. I mean, I know that from the last time that Carl fought and won the title, on, was it Celtic Clash 6? Yeah. Like, what a fight. And like, even after that fight, the family rushing the ring, and
nobody's seen that performance coming from Carl. You know, he was incredible, and you know, we've just seen that we knew what Carl could do. You know, Eddie knew what he could do, but it was just getting Carl right, and you know, and he'd had a couple of fights. He'd lost against Regan Buckley when he just was not at his best. You know, but we've seen him. You know, and he's going to be at his best for this fight as well.
Absolutely. He's progressing for each time, and obviously then we have Siobhan O'Leary as well, making her pro debut. I'm personally excited. Obviously, having a woman on the card, I'm like, yes, love it.
It's brilliant. We were delighted to sign her. She's a brilliant following as well. Like, there's going to be, you know, from Limerick and Kerry. So, but yeah, Siobhan, she's good. She's strong. I don't know if you've seen her there on the pads today. She can whack as well. So yeah.
She from talking to her, she loves a good scrap.
Yeah,
which is always important, right?
They all do from down that end. Graham McCormick the same, you know. But so I was trying to just get them to relax. But yeah, look, she's a tough girl.
Who else have we got? Obviously we've got Martin Quinn and Carl Kelly. Personally, really looking forward to that one.
Card, like, if I do say so myself, but see, like, that's another one. How do you call that?
Yeah, even from a build-up point of view, like, because you know, I've seen Carl over the last couple of weeks and seen Martin today, and they're both just like, I can't wait for a good scrap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, it's the fight. I think that obviously we had a tour title. Well, the other Irish title fight, you know, fell through with Fergal McCrory. But I don't think, you know, very disappointed for Stephen McAfee. But I think, you know, people are interested in Stephen fighting. But you know, Irish fight fans didn't really know who Fergal was, so it kind of was difficult to build kind of maybe interest in that. But I mean, Carl versus Dylan and Martin versus Carl, they're just two cracking fights, like two 50-50s, you know. Yeah.
In terms of for yourself as a promoter, like obviously you do all this work, you pick the cards, you know, you get everything together, and then obviously it is expected fights are going to fall through. It's a fight game, it happens, right? How frustrating. I mean, obviously you're 7 shows in now, Celtic Clash 7. Does it ever get easier? Do you kind of like get less like anticipation? You know, how do you deal with it? Is it just like, look, that's happened, you just move on, or what way does it go?
I think you get, in some fights you just get a sense. Yeah. You know, you're kind of confident of other fights you just wonder, will that go ahead? You know, and you can get that, and you know, or else you just get an injury and it's unfortunate. You know, so you can kind of, you know, with some fights you can kind of look and you can make it, but in the back of your mind you're going, he doesn't fancy that. You know. And
it's funny, the more you're around it, the more you spot it quicker, right? You know what I mean? I'm even starting myself like with covering, so I'm like, he's not, or even at the weigh-ins or something, you're like, he doesn't look good, you know? Yeah,
like you can't call an injury, obviously, you know, but you can kind of sense, you know, when you make a fight. Although you wouldn't say that, you know, in the public sphere, but you're kind of going, I'm not sure about this one, you know. So you're able to, that works sometimes, you know, and obviously injuries then can stop fights as well.
What are you learning as you're going on, putting on each show? What's the biggest sort of like learning curve that you're taking on?
Just the unpredictability, isn't it? It's just you know, you don't know. It's, you know, it's a tough at the moment. It's still, you know, we still haven't brought the mainstream. You know, I was talking to someone earlier on, and you know what we're doing, and you know, we're building, you know, a platform for fighters to develop. You know, but obviously what we really need is, you know, is the bigger, you know, kind of promoters coming in, and hopefully in a bit of television, and you know, to give the lads the next platform, you know, maybe a TV platform, a 50-50 fights, not always having to go to England and taking fights that they're probably either not going to win or no one expects them to win, you know. But I think if we just keep chipping away, and you know, hopefully the Irish boxing public haven't since Bernard Dunn, you know, kind of fell away with the Celtic Tiger and all the money. So I was just trying to build momentum, you know, and we're doing it, and we've Christy Dignam on this as well, and you know, that's another kind of avenue we're looking at, is to, you know,
entertainment aspect.
Entertainment, yeah, you know, because not everybody is a massive boxing fan. You can see kind of the crowds are transient, they come in and out, you know, they come in to see a certain person, but over time you'll start to build boxing fans, you know, who come and go, that was a great fight, and start to stay around, you know, and then maybe go to shows that maybe their brother or sister or friend isn't boxing on. So that's the long term, you know. It's about sustainability as well.
I agree. I totally agree with you. I mean, when I think about being a child, when I'm looking back, you know, around the time Bernard Dunn, we say when Katie Taylor was at the Olympics, all these kind of like different.
You're too young for McGuigan, are you too young?
I was too young for McGuigan, yeah. But I can remember my granddad was a big boxing fan, so I can remember him, you know, talking about it, and like, you know, Bernard Dunn and you know, obviously Steve Collins, like, you know what I mean? They're all kind of like iconic moments that I can remember as a child, that I look back on now, I'm going like, God, like, it's so important to kind of support boxing right now.
From people like that. Like, that's where I got it, you know, from Bernie McGuigan. You know, I was a bit young for him, but I remember him. Stephen Collins used to travel everywhere to watch him, and Bernard Dunn, and then I had a kind of cousin Paul Griffin who would have went to the Olympics as well, so I was really into the amateur, and that's how you build it. You know, you won't build it unless you're running shows and people are coming and watching, and you know, and hopefully over time. And it's also media getting involved, and you know, business getting involved, and trying to help it, you know, develop.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, anyone who's watching this, you know, and you want to listen, local shows, like personally, the best fights are at a local show, and Good Counsel as well. It's a great venue. I say it every time there. I cover so many shows there, and I'm like, if this venue goes, we are all screwed, because it's brilliant, right? Absolutely brilliant. But Celtic Clash number 7, make sure you come along, serious.
And can I just give a shout out to Dublin Plumbing and Gas, Dave Murphy, and also Dublin Taxi 24/7, who've come on board as our main sponsors for this event.
Brilliant, good stuff. Well, they can give me a taxi home on the night. But listen, thank you very much, Stephen Sharpe for MMA Connect TV.
Thank you.
Brilliant.